I love special deliveries. I just got this in the mail. Sometimes I think I'm addicted to getting stuff in the mail. These, I believe, are my Wilkinson tuners that I ordered. It took a better part of a month for it to get to me. Well, let's see. Hopefully these ones are going to be in better shape than the ones that I bought from a seller on eBay. These ones I got on EY Guitar. They're out of China, Hong Kong, I believe. Oh, it's quite some tape they put there. And unlike the other place, which they just put in a airmail pouch, they actually put these in a box. Now, from what I've been reading online, Wilkinson stuff is actually pretty decent, especially for the budget conscience. I'm actually surprised I didn't pay any duty on this, but this set cost me, I believe, $24 Canadian. $24 Canadian, in case that rip mast what I was saying. Oh, they really take up this box. Oh, here we go. Okay. Well, got ourselves some peanuts here. Some more. Hayden District, Beijing. They actually don't come from Hong Kong, they come from Beijing. Okay. Got ourselves. Oh, wow. Well, this is looking good. Left 6 inline. Pretty, yeah. Got some weight to them. Oh, look at that. They're all individually wrapped. Oh, these look good. Let's bring it up here. Jinho. I don't know if you can see that. The macro will give it a few seconds. Jinho, they're the ones that make all the Wilkinson stuff that's made in South Korea. Oh yeah, this is pretty solid stuff. These are going to do nicely on the Baritone, on Rosa. I think Rosa is really going to appreciate these tuners a lot more. These are probably even better tuners than what I have on my TL01 or on the Strat. But, you know, they're already pretty good tuners by themselves. Yeah, sorry about my hair. It's raining outside and it's really damp. So it's uncomfortably damp. But, yeah. These look good. Hope I got the washers to go with it, and the bolts and the screws. Ah, yes, here we go. Yeah, and I got the screws, everything. They thought of everything. That's great. So then I could put this aside. I have my tuners. I'm going to have to check them all out individually, because the other ones right here, some of them are still useful, I guess. But just to give you a comparison between the two. Let's see if I could put this back on here without screwing up everything. I mean, these are the same as there are on my telly, but look at this. It's not supposed to be loose like this. No, it's supposed to be tight like this. Or maybe, I'm going to have to edit out this part here. See? Compare this to this. Now this is nice and solid, and believe these two take up the same footprint. Yeah, roughly. Although I have to say it turns, and yeah, it turns. So they're salvageable. I can still use them. I'm sure they just need to be tightened up somehow. This is the package they came in, and I have one in here actually. Put this back here so I don't mix them up. I have one in here actually. You know how you're supposed to have a hole in the middle? You know, like this. I don't know if showing that properly. You know, a hole in the middle to, you know, put your string through. Well, I have one here. This is funny. I've got some that actually have rust on them. And I have one which there is no hole. Oh, here we go. See, this one has no hole at all. Pretty much useless. but you know, I decided, okay, well, you know, I'm going to keep these because some of them are good. They're good for, you know, replacements. This one's not bad. Some of them are better than others, but yeah. Anyway, I got my Wilkinsons now, so I'm pretty happy. And yeah, oh, that's Wilkinson. Okay, that's fake Goto. So, and I have a set of washers and screws there too. So, worst comes to worst, I can cannibalize this. No, it's funny, they look pretty much the same, but I know that these ones here are made in Taiwan, but I don't know. I don't think they're supposed to be loose like that. Oh, I got a couple of more here. I know I have one that's pretty solid. Actually, they're all pretty loose, loosey-goosey. But they all seem to turn, and they're all pretty smooth, so who knows. Anyway, could be talking on my butt. I'm kind of new to this anyway. Now, I've started to try and mark some holes, and I try to do it in a way where it's kind of reversible. So I just took a screw, and I just did a couple of marks right here to where the bridge is supposed to go. And what I did is that, just to ensure that there's enough give between the pick guard and the bridge, because the bridge is going to flex forward when used, just needs that little millimeter pushing this back. I sort of took a screw and I tried to mark it in the center as much as possible. So I'm anchoring this down into the back as much as possible. There, I got that one spot on. This one is slightly off center, but I think it's going to be okay. I've been looking online everywhere to how to install one of these things on a fresh new body, and I haven't had much luck. Strangely enough, I went on the GHS website, which is where I think that they license all this Wilkinson hardware. I went on eBay, did a search in some, you know, different forums, and unfortunately I couldn't find anything. So I'm a little afraid. I'm assuming that it's polyurethane finish on this. So I have to be very careful when I screw into this that I don't accidentally chip the finish. Because, I mean, even though it might be... Let's be careful not to bang that on there. Because even though it might be underneath, you know, the bridge or the pick guard, I mean, if this takes a big chunk out, you know, it might not make the tremolo or vibrato system sit properly. So I got to break the finish a little bit, very gently, and I got to find a way to, you know, put these posts in, or these post holders, or whatever you call them. I'm sure one of you in the comments section will be able to tell me what it is really. And let's see, can we see the posts in here somewhere? Yeah, we do. These babies right here, the flat tops there. That's how basically rest it on top of there, and we sandwich the lip of the bridge, and that's how I get the fulcrum action. I did go on Fender's website, Fender University's website, and first things first, I got to install the claw, which is this thing here, the two screws, and that's fairly straightforward, and it's hidden out the side, so even if I screw up, you know, I can pretty much fix that. I'm getting a little nervous. I don't know whether or not I should, you know, maybe go to a luthier, get this assembled, but I kind of want to do this myself. And, yeah, I fixed that cable sort of thing. This thing just absolutely fits smack dab on, you know. Which leads me to believe that a lot of these components that come from Far East, whether they're Korean or Chinese or Japanese or Indonesian, I think it's the same 4 or 5 manufacturers that make everything, which is probably why these things fall together so well. Of course, I'm saying this and I haven't actually fastened anything yet, so But the last video I forgot to check whether or not this neck plate, which is basically standard, whether it fits or not, and it does. So shouldn't be too much of a problem with this neck or any other neck. I could send this plate to DC Kunkel, or I could just tell them that it's, you know, pretty standard neck. Anyway, there's not going to be much more to this video than this, because I mean the last one I did was like over 22 minutes long, and you guys must have been really bored or fast forward through a lot of stuff, and I cut a lot of stuff out of that video. Anyway, any comments, questions, suggestions? I'm all ears. I'm posting these videos, incidentally, not just on YouTube, but also on Facebook, on Les Guitaristes et Bassistes du Québec, and the left-handed forums too, and any other forum that I could probably put it on Talk Bass or on TDPI or any other forum that I happen to be part of. So chances are, feel free to leave suggestions. Bye for now.